An inspirational lady with a brilliant body of works, her Chinese Clog series metaphorizes a journey of a young man's tragic ending, draws my empathy. Miss Irene Wan never ceases to amaze me with the clarity of thoughts.
Hi, I'm Irene Wan. Thank you for inviting me to MAPg Dialogue. I'm an artist, I talk art.
When do you have an interest and how do you get into photography?
I started photography in my teenage year. I was then using a simple film camera, capturing moments wherever I go, develop the prints and then store them in album. I think that's what most people do at that time. I love traveling and I have taken many photos. I keep them to remind me of good memories of the places that I have visited.
Why did you choose to become a conceptual artist?
Conceptual photography is very imaginative. You can say I have a very imaginative mind. I was born in KL. At the age of 3, my mom brought me and my 2 sisters to stay with my grandpa in Ipoh. Often when you are the youngest, my sisters tend to leave me behind when they went for their school activities, and I'm always left alone. I read a lot and play with imaginary friends, but it's not those ghostly type. Over the years, I still read a lot and I'm a big fan of Stephen King. He is an American author of horror and supernatural fiction and fantasy novels. I am totally drawn and immersed in it while reading his book. My photography is not about horror, but towards creative, real life and reality stories. If you can dream of it, it can be created.
What inspires you to be a conceptual artist?
It's about changing of something. Photography is particularly effective because a picture is worth 1,000 words, which means a variety of ideas can be put into a single photo. Conceptual photography is instructional presentation on any subject you want to imagine. It's also on concepts or an idea. In this point of view, I am free to use the idea to guide in creating a work, rather than being restrained by aesthetic standards about how things are supposed to be done. The most important concern is relating the idea across, often related to minimalism.
Can you please elaborate on this?
In conceptual art, the idea or concept is the most important aspect of the work. When I use conceptual form, it means that the planning and decisions are made beforehand and the execution is the perfunctory affair. The idea becomes the machine that makes the art. I take art not out of passion, but with conviction. I believe in my art. There is power in my art.
Can you share what you feel about these images and tell us the story behind it?
I am a life insurance agent. I always love to draw and write on paper for a better illustration understanding of any insurance plan. The Clog series was done when I think back of an accident that befallen on a friend.
What happened?
The Clog series is based on a man who met a woman he fell in love, and soon they start a family. Not long after, they had a child. The father was a breadwinner and the mother is a homemaker. Yes, indeed a happy family. Then one day, a tragedy happened to the father.
What happened to the father?
Nobody could predict this unforeseen tragedy that could happen to a family, leaving behind a wife and a child to survive on their own. The responsibility of the child falls on the mother. The father could have a choice to choose on his responsibilities, yes or no.
What do you mean?
I believe a lot of people has heard of a Chinese quote, 留爱不留债. That means live love, not debts. For the past 15 years in insurance life, when there is any unforeseen tragedy that happens, many tend to ask, Does he or she have an insurance plan? I am sure you all agree. Yes or no is refer to the legacy plan that is left to the people you love rather than leaving debts behind.
How remarkable these images that showcase Miss Irene Wan's rare talent to show the people the importance of an insurance plan for now and for the future. Most of the pictures are shot with a mobile phone camera. Is mobile phone camera regarded as a professional gear?
The latest mobile phones are very efficient, some on par with DSLR camera, and third-party editing apps are as good. A gear does not make a person a professional, it is the creative photographer.
What will be your next project and the next series?
On human expression. An imaginative story when a person is down and out, in depression, emotionally lost, or trying to find oneself.